kick it through from the 15, 25 yards out on the extra point. 5:31 to go here in the first half. This kick, not quite as majestic, but it goes through. And with 5:31 to go in the first half, the Jags lead has been cut to 28-7. Back with a Tiger kickoff after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Longtime Blue Springs resident and financial advisor Christopher Wade.
I'm actually an 86 graduate of Blue Springs, but all my kids have attended South.
Christopher became a financial advisor because taking care of people is important.
But I wanted to help people, and I wanted to be in the world of finance, and it just seemed like a great thing to do.
Christopher now has a fantastic opportunity with LPL Financial.
They allow me that freedom to be able to help my clients in the best way possible.
Call Christopher Wade at 816-358-2463. Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through B Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor and separate entity from LPL Financial.
Kickoff. Dakota Koenig and Troy Vavel, and it's an onside kick, going to be fallen upon, but it's loose, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. So Blue Springs South will have it, and they're going to have pretty good field position.
He kicked a really good well executed onside kick. The Jaguar kid did exactly what he was supposed to do. He tried to cover it up. He didn't try to run with it, but it bounced off him, and luckily for the Jags, it rolled out of bounds. So good execution on both sides.
First
great
down
field position.
Yeah, first down and 10 at the 47-yard line. 5:31 to go here in the first half. And Parker gives to the running back. And going to get a decent carry out.
Yeah, Austin Terry. I tell you what, if you get 4 yards on first down, it just makes the whole series go better.
Yeah, Dakota Koenig is in there. That's why I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So Terry has scored a couple of touchdowns, and they're going to get Koenig in there to let him run the football. He's rushed the ball for 343 yards and a couple of touchdowns this year. Has one 100-yard game this year. It'll be second down, a man in motion. Koenig is going to get the handoff, and he's going to gain close to 6 yards.
Well, the offensive line, I think they're going to spot that for a first down maybe.
In which case he'll get 7.
Yeah. No, it's going to be third and short. Great job by the offensive line, though. Have you noticed how a lot of the modern offenses are starting to look like the single wing, where you have multiple backs going different directions and fake handoffs? It's amazing how things kind of come back around.
Well, I got something to say about that, because you watch down to 3 seconds on the play clock, and the Jags are going to have to take a timeout. You get the impression, you watch college football on TV, and they think that the coaches today, who do a fine job, don't get me wrong, but you'd think, listening to these guys, that they've reinvented the wheel every week.
Right.
And it's like watching Rockhurst and Coach Severino. They line up with 5 guys wide. They'll put double wing. They'll do all that kind of stuff, but the bottom line is they're running basic I formation football.
Right. And he's never left that.
He's never left it. He's disguised it well, but it's the basic stuff. And that's the same thing we're seeing here. I mean, like you said, looks like the old single wing.
Well, and a lot of the angle blocking and pulling and blocking, all that comes from the single wing, and that's never gone away. But now the formations are coming back to resemble that. The jet sweep, the bubble screen, all that stuff is from the single wing.
And the handoff. Koenig is going to get first down yardage and more, much more, inside the 30 to the 25.
You know, it was a straight up the field run, and we see there that although Koenig is a smaller running back, he's got a lot of strength, because he carried a defensive back there 4 or 5 yards. after he was hit. So nice execution by the offensive line. Nice job by Caney getting the extra yards.
They've got Terry back in there now. Caning all of 145 pounds, Coach. Parker's going to throw. He'll float it over the middle. He's got a man wide open and overthrows him at the goal line. Those are the toughest passes to complete. The ones that you know the guy's going to be wide open, and it's like, don't overthrow it.
Right, and there was coverage underneath. He had beat the coverage, so Parker was trying to his credit, he was trying to drop it in over those defensive backs. And you're much better off to miss on that long than you are to underthrow it and get the interception. So not that bad.
No. 3:51 left to play here in the first half. 28-7. Jags have the lead. And the Sonic Locker Room covers the Cats and Jags throughout the year. Tune in Monday at 5 for the Wildcats edition, followed by the Jags edition at 5:15. Koenig gets it on the toss, and on second down, he's going to get inside the 25, down to about the 21-yard line.
Nice execution there. We had the slot back going in motion across, and he became the lead blocker on the toss sweep. So an old-fashioned sweep with a lead blocker in front of it picks up nice yardage. It's going to be 3rd and about 7.
Clock runs down close to 3 minutes, 3:20 to be exact. Trips near side, a single man far side. And they're going to hand it back on the misdirection. A flag is going to get thrown back at the 25-yard line. And Koenig's going to get tripped up shy of the 20.
That's usually in the area of an illegal block. We'll see what the call is.
Otherwise known as a hold, maybe?
Hold.
Same difference, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So with 3:10 remaining.
It'll be interesting here. If they take the penalty, they get Jags get 3rd down again. If they decline, it's going to become 4th down. So we'll see what they decide to do. With our kicker, they may go ahead and take that penalty.
I don't know. There's a guy over there that says on the defensive side, said turn it down.
Holding the penalty against Blue Springs.
Okay.
Leading 28-7. I'd let Rockwell try one. But then again, you could also let the offense try to get it.
Looks like that's what we're going to try.
I don't think there's a wrong choice here.
No, I don't think so either. I think this is going to be, and it'll be good if we can pick this up.
Parker with a single back. He's looking to throw, has all day, going for 6, and it's caught for the touchdown.
What a great pass and a great catch. That was a thing of beauty. Just a post route into the end zone. Parker put the ball up high, and the receiver goes up to get it.
That's DJ Frost.
DJ, he's not that tall, Coach, and he got up in the air after that thing. Shows what we know. We're going to try a field goal.
Well, he gets to come in and attempt the extra point.
Yeah, that's great.
34-7. And we have 2:54 to go here in the first half. Snap back. Ball is down. The kick is up. And Rockwell boots it through to make it Blue Springs South 35, Lee Summit 7. Back with a Jags kickoff after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Kelly Sloan of Home Sweet Home Realty is proud to be the Blue Springs Realtor to bring you the Cats and Jags, conveniently located at 717.
Hey Jags, Matt Mitchell down at Culver's. We're about to celebrate our 10th birthday here in Blue Springs, selling these delicious burgers and frozen custard. We've got so many delicious sides for you to choose from, whether it's our crinkle cut French fries, mashed potatoes and gravy, or maybe our world famous Wisconsin cheese curds. Try our signature Culver's Bacon Deluxe Butter Burger, made with fresh, never frozen ground beef, all cooked to order. We just wanted to say thank you to everyone for helping support our locally owned restaurant.
We're back deep to return this kickoff, 35-7. Jags have the advantage. A reminder, you're listening to exciting high school football driven by the McCarthy Auto Group on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ, Blue Springs, Kansas City. This one is high. It is far. It is back into the end zone and brought out to the 20-yard line.
I just saw a penalty flag go down on the sideline here. I don't know what that's all about.
They're going to make the referee run from all the way down to the goal line out to about the 15 to talk this over. I'm sorry, if I'm the white hat and you want to talk to me, you come to me. But then again, that's why I'm up here. Yeah, you're right, Hang Time.
There is a protocol to life, and sometimes you have to follow that.
Well, I think that protocol should be that the white hat, who is the boss, does not run to find out what the call is. If you got something you want to say, come to me.
Looks like Lee Summit did something wrong. I couldn't see what the signal was.
So instead of getting it, I don't.
Kevin Hornick is holding his head. He's got a headache. Does anybody have any aspirin for Kevin?
Personal foul, legal helmet contact called against the Tigers.
There you go.
Just trying to get you a little help, Coach.
He was hitting the helmet. Illegal helmet contact is the penalty. So they were going to get the ball at the 20, and now instead they will get the ball at the 10.
After the penalty, the Jaguars will have possession, first down. Correction, the Tigers will have possession, first down.
2:54 remaining here in the first half. The Jags with a 35-7 advantage. Whitworth has gone the entire first half, and the handoff on first down, trying to get to the outside. They have got a guy who has a little bit more size on him than what they have normally had.
Great effort that time by the running back. Looks like number 14. Does that sound right? 48.
Tell me where that is. Who is that?
That is.
You find him? You got me.
He's the mystery man.
We've got two of them tonight. Actually, we've got more than that. We just haven't.
Well, he's a very strong young man. Nice job on that run.
Gain of 9 yards, and Whitworth with a fake, and that was his first mistake. His second was to try to get away, and he gets tackled back at the 10.
I just made the comment that they haven't run the option part of that read option.
There's
and
a reason.
He did that time, and our linebackers were all over him. Lost about 5 yards on that play. Maybe better put that one back at playbook. We'll work on that this week.
Well, obviously, their sophomore quarterback has not been playing tonight, at least here in the first half, and that's Pearsall. And Whitworth again to the mystery man. This time he'll get a few yards, get back outside the 20.
Looks like he picked up the first down, dragged a couple of Jags with him. He's a strong runner.
Yeah, when I said they put him back at the 10, that's where he was tackled. They put him down to the 14. So he gains 7 and gets out to the 21 for a first down.
I don't know why they've been hiding this kid. He can run.
Whitworth again to the battering ram out to the 29-yard line.
Maybe they've got a ninja play also.
Run by the Tigers.
That's good description. Run by the Tigers.
Second down and 3.
Hey, the only thing you can do is kind of chuckle about it, but this guy's not on our roster. And the handoff. This time he's going to get caught behind the line of scrimmage, which was the 29, and he's going to get tackled back the 27, so he'll lose a couple.
Great job by the defensive line. We plugged up the hole, and then the running back, whoever he is, tried to move laterally down the line. We had good team pursuit, and that's what we talked about earlier in the quarter. The Jaguars are doing a great job of having everybody flow to the ball. That way when somebody does make a lateral move like that, you've got people there to tackle him. Nice execution by the Jaguar defense.
This will be the last play of the half. We're down to 18 seconds, 35-7, Blue Springs South. And Whitworth is going to throw and completes a short pass.
Number 25, Bruce
Andrews will catch it and get tackled at the 30 as it goes to the far side.
That's the little bubble screen to the left side where we get the ball out there to him very quickly, and a couple of receivers can block for him. So,
and that's the end of the first half. It's Blue Springs South 35, Lee Summit 7, and we invite you to stay tuned for our halftime show presented by Joe Bowman and the great folks at BR Carpet. For the best in flooring in Blue Springs, call 224-0777 or go
Straight ahead on Jag TV. Two Jaguar teams walk away with grand titles, both in their very first competition. And Blue Springs South goes high-tech in the gym. We'll explain this and much more. Jag TV starts now.
Broadcasting from the Jaguar studio in the heart of Blue Springs South High School. This is award-winning Jag TV.
Welcome to Jag TV. I'm Grant Wall.
And I'm Kirsten Gochi.
Just last week, we announced that our very own Colonel Cole was chosen as the top ROTC instructor in the world.
And this past weekend, Colonel Cole led his Raider team to their first major competition, and they won the title. The Raiders team traveled to Oak Park High School and competed with 27 other teams, and they walked away as grand champion.
Great job by our fellow Jags. And other breaking news. Our own Jaguar Pride kicked off its competitive season by traveling to the state of Nebraska. Not only did they finish first in preliminary performance, but they returned that night in finals, finishing even stronger, winning the following: outstanding color guard, outstanding percussion, outstanding visual, outstanding effect, and outstanding music. And to top it all off, overall grand champions at the competition. Next up, the Jaguar Pride will host its own competition right here at South Stadium, Saturday, October 7th. Then it's on to Missouri Western State on October 10th to compete. Congratulations to our Jaguar Pride.
And with this week being homecoming week, Spirit Days are full swing.
Thursday is Country Club versus Country Day, and Friday is Hippie Day. Be sure to participate.
Have you seen the new scoreboards in the gym?
Yep, I have. They look really good. Nathan Rockwell has the details.
So here are the reserves for Blue Springs South.
These video screens have all been funded by local advertising, and not a single tax dollar was used in purchasing them.
Well, we were fortunate to partner with about 8 area businesses, and those businesses saw the value, the educational value in purchasing the scoreboards, and so they helped us do that over a 3-year period, and we were able to do that through sponsorships with them. So we're really excited that the business community helped us to do this.
So don't be surprised when you see commercials that are filmed here local in your community.
Well, we do hope that as we continue to get ad revenue from these boards, that we're able to purchase boards for the outdoor stadiums. Those boards are actually almost 12 years old, and the technology is such that they're pretty much out of date now, and they were brand new when we got them, and they were the best that were made, and now we'd really like to get the outdoor boards to match our indoor boards.
These scoreboards will be at our school events, so make sure to take a look. And I'm Nathan Rockwell for Jag TV.
Blue Springs South sports had a very solid week, including great finishes from girls cross country, football, and more. The girls cross country team ran in the Rimrock meet this weekend in Lawrence, Kansas. Tori Finley finished 1st overall, and Danielle Hotali finished 11th overall. The team had a strong performance with a 9th place finish. The Jaguar football team took on Ray Peck last Friday, winning by a final score of 49-16. The team rushed for 242 yards and 5 touchdowns and are now on 2-4 on the season. They play Lee Summit at home this Friday for homecoming. The girls tennis team finished their regular season strong with a 7-2 win over Platte County. They played Fort Osage last night in the first round of districts. The Jaguar volleyball team is still undefeated in conference play and take on Lee Summit North tonight on the road. They hope to continue their dominance in conference play and carry that momentum into the playoffs. The boys soccer team won last week against Blue Springs by a score of 1-0, with the lone goal coming off the foot of Tommy Johnson. They played last night at Ray-Pec and tonight at home against William Chrisman. Jaguar softball has another busy week with 3 conference games. They play tonight at Ray-Pec, Wednesday at Lee Summit North, and Thursday at home against Park Hill. Good luck to all of our Jaguar sports teams. That's all for sports. I'm Patterson Fallis.
Up next, we explain how you can possibly win a car and earn some money for college.
And all and more when Jag TV returns.
Cooper is on the football and wrestling teams at South. Next up is freshman princess Addie Woodward, daughter of Michael and Wendy Woodward. Addie is on the Touch of Silver dance team and is involved in HOSA and Spirit Council. Following Addie is freshman prince Isaiah Tawai. He is the son of Chris and Sarah Tawai. Isaiah is on the football team for South and is involved in HOSA and Spirit Council. Our first sophomore princess is Maddie Guerin, daughter of Steve and Julie Guerin. Madison is on the soccer team at South. Up next is sophomore prince Jordan Haas, son of Susie and Troy Haas. Jordan is involved in choir, thespians, and theater. The second sophomore princess is Claire Sherman, daughter of Sean and Andrea Sherman. Claire is a member of the cheer team here at Blue Springs South. Noah Storr is your second sophomore prince. He is the son of Adam and Lisa Storr. Noah is a member of both the football and basketball teams. Please welcome Melena Alson, our first junior princess. Melena is being escorted by Joseph and Melissa Alson. She is involved in track and field, FTA, and FCA. Walking with Melena tonight is junior prince Matt Gherkin, son of Jeff and Carla Gherkin. Matt is involved in ROTC, band, math club, track and field, and cross country. Our next junior princess is Josie Woodward. She is a member of Student Senate and the Touch of Silver dance team. She is the daughter of Michael and Wendy Woodward. Our last junior homecoming royalty of the night is Miles Updahl, son of Kirk and Jill Updahl. Miles is involved with Senate, football, and track. And now our first senior queen candidate this evening is Marissa Bell, daughter of Dr. Gordon and Valerie Bell. Marissa is involved with the swim team, Senate, choir, FCA, Modern Language Club, and NHS. Marissa plans to attend Baylor University to major in pre-veterinary medicine. Please welcome our first senior king candidate, Taryn Kennedy. He is being escorted by Christine and Sean Kennedy and Ben and Terry Thompson. Taryn is involved in band and track and is the son of Terry Thompson and Sean Kennedy. After high school, Taryn plans to attend a 4-year university to become a high school counselor. Meet Sophia Bennett, our next senior queen candidate. Sophia is the daughter of Gracie Garcia Bennett and Dustin Bennett and is a member of the Touch of Silver dance team, a cappella choir, and women's ensemble, as well as yearbook. Sophia plans to attend the University of Missouri to become an orthodontist. Up next is king candidate Thomas Utsi, son of Anthony and Shayna Utsi. Thomas is on the football and track teams at South. and is also on Jag TV. After high school, Thomas plans to attend the University of Missouri to study broadcast journalism. Please welcome our next Queen candidate of the night, Tori Finley. She is being escorted on the field by her parents, Netta and Todd Finley. Tori is involved with cross-country, track, modern language club, and student ambassadors. After high school, Tori plans to run cross-country and track, but is undecided what university she will attend. Walking with Tori tonight is senior King candidate Patterson Fallis. He is the son of Holly McCoy and Mike Fallis. Patterson is the Superfan captain and is on the boys tennis team, Jag TV, the school newspaper, DECA, and NHS. Next year, Patterson plans to attend the University of Missouri to major in broadcast journalism. Our next senior girl is Queen candidate Caitlin Lau, daughter of Kevin and Mary Lau. Caitlin is a member of Student Senate, Youth Advisory Council, a cappella choir, baccalaureate leader, FCA leader, and flight training, and is treasurer of NHS. Next year, Caitlin will attend Truman State University to study secondary education with an emphasis in math. Accompanying Caitlin is senior King candidate DJ Frost. DJ is the son of Brooke and Damon Frost. He is a member of the football, basketball, track, Senate, NHS, and Spirit clubs. DJ plans to attend the Air Force Academy to play football and serve our country. Meet our next Queen candidate, Sam Martins, daughter of Beth and Jeff Martins. Sam is involved in Student Senate, Young Democrats, and NHS. Next year, she plans to attend the University of Kansas to major in communications. Please welcome Noah Sweeney, our next senior King candidate. Noah is the son of Richard Sweeney and is a member of a cappella and chamber choir, drama club, Senate, Spirit Council, and the baccalaureate team. Noah's plans after high school include attending Truman State University to study theater management. Our final Queen candidate of the night is Abigail Stokes. Abigail is a senior and the daughter of Laura and Aaron Stokes. She participates in orchestra and math club. Abigail plans to go to college in hopes of becoming a teacher. Our final homecoming King candidate is senior Carlos Velasquez. He is the son of Haiti Julissa Vargas Miranda and is a member of Student Senate, Junior ROTC, FCA, NHS, Youth Advisory Council, Raider Team, Baccalaureate Leadership Team, and Flight Training Leadership Team. After leaving South, Carlos will attend the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland, to eventually serve as an officer in the Navy. Let's give all our homecoming royalty and their parents one more round of applause. Now to present our homecoming king and queen, please welcome last year's homecoming queen, Claudia Chambers, and last year's homecoming king, Cameron Metcalf. And now, Blue Springs South's 2017 homecoming king is Noah Sweeney. And the 2017 homecoming queen is Sam Martin. Congratulations to our king and queen and all the 2017 homecoming court. Touchdowns for Down Syndrome is a joint fundraising effort between high school football teams and the nonprofit organization formed in 1992 in partnership with the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line. The money helps those in the community with Down syndrome and their families. At this time, members of the Jaguars freshman football team are passing buckets to collect donations for this community service project. You may also pledge money to one of the freshman players to collect at the end of the season based on the number of first downs the varsity team totals during the season. Our football players are proudly serving the community while creating awareness about Down syndrome and providing additional resources to benefit these individuals. Thank you for your generosity this evening. And now some first half statistics. First for Blue Springs South, 19 rushing attempts for 96 yards and 2 touchdowns. In passing, the Jaguars were 5 for 8 for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns, 197 yards total offense, 1 penalty for 10 yards, 2 turnovers, and 7 first downs. And now for the Lee Summit Tigers, 22 rushing attempts for 40 yards. In passing,
when I think of the public schooling system, I think of a diverse, safe, inclusive, hardworking environment for all students. Public schools focus on students' abilities, passions, dreams, and social improvement. Here, we are taught and prepared how to socially adapt into our diverse world. Our teachers motivate us to become stronger students and people that are kind, respectful, open-minded, and overall good citizens. Today, we need public schooling more than ever. Having a place where we can bring together any number of students, no matter their background, race, religion, gender, sexuality, or lifestyle, is such an important aspect for a strong society. Every child deserves a chance at a public education, and that chance is here.
Hey Jags, Matt Mitchell down at Culver's. We're about to celebrate our 10th birthday here in Blue Springs, selling these delicious burgers and frozen custard. We've got so many delicious sides for you to choose from, whether it's our crinkle cut French fries, mashed potatoes and gravy, or maybe our world famous Wisconsin cheese curds. Try our signature Culver's Bacon Deluxe Butter Burger, made with fresh, never frozen ground beef, all cooked to order. We just wanted to say thank you to everyone for helping support our locally owned restaurant.
When I discovered that UBU was the school theme for this year, I immediately thought of acceptance and equality.
This year's theme, UBU, is a theme that allows each person in our school to be themselves, no matter their circumstances.
UBU means that each of us should be our unique self without comparing ourselves to others and appreciating our strengths.
The UBU initiative is all about making South a comfortable environment where students can express themselves.
Regardless of your skin tone, gender, ethnicity, you can feel the need to express your individuality as a person. And if every student in the school is able to do that, able to have their own say, and they get to be themselves all the time, not try to conform how other people think they should be, and when you do that, that makes a whole school a better place to be. UBU gives people a voice in our community who may not feel like their voice is being heard. Speak up, voice your opinion, and it will be heard.
If each of us can learn this, we can be even stronger.
We as students should be encouraging and respectful of others' interests.
We need to spread kindness to our peers, our teachers, and ourselves if we want to create a community of harmony.
You are amazing, positive,
dynamic, fabulous.
You are fantastic,
phenomenal, generous,
fearless.
You are unique.
You are beautiful.
You are a superstar.
You are stellar.
You are strong.
Determined.
Inspiring.
Resilient. I truly believe that our school will embrace this theme with an open heart and an open mind. But we must start here, in our classrooms, in the hallways, at lunch, on the field, and everywhere we go, creating a community that is safe for diversity. Safe for us to be who we want to be. Safe for you to be you.
You 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 be you.
Hey Jags, I'm your principal, Dr. Belt. This year's theme at Blue Springs South, You Be You, is a partnership of 17 area local school districts led by a nonprofit agency here in Kansas City. Its intention is to develop and extend the message that each and every one of us has amazing value. At this moment in our local and national culture, this theme is so important for us to live out acceptance, tolerance, cooperation, appreciation. Together, Jags, we have an opportunity to make a positive impact by being a school community that values our differences, respects individuality, and cares for each and every human being, including ourselves. Our differences, our uniqueness make South an amazing place. So Jags, you be you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Dahlquist at Dahlquist Dental. We've been providing family dentistry in the Blue Springs area for the last 34 years.
We go out of our way to attend your dental needs. That's why here at Dahlquist Dental, we offer IV sedation for those that need just a little bit more relaxation.
We take most dental insurances, and for those who need a payment plan, we offer care credit.
No matter the age, anyone in your family that needs dental assistance, come see us. Locally owned and operated here in Blue Springs. Dahlquist Dental.
Give us a call or visit us at our website, dahlquistdental.com.
We'll see you soon.
Hey Jags, Matt Mitchell down at Culver's. We're about to celebrate our 10th birthday here in Blue Springs selling these delicious burgers and frozen custard. We've got so many delicious sides for you to choose from, whether it's our crinkle cut french fries, mashed potatoes and gravy, or maybe our world famous Wisconsin cheese curds. Try our signature Culver's Bacon Deluxe Butter Burger, made with fresh, never frozen ground beef, all cooked to order. We just wanted to say thank you to everyone for helping support our locally owned restaurant.
This game, Staley with a 50-0 lead over Oak Park. Summit Christian and Van Horn, they'll play tomorrow afternoon. Pembroke Hill beat University Academy, a game that was played last night, 7-0. Center with a 28-0 lead over Warrensburg as they get set to start the second half. And that's a look at the scoreboard, our Christian Brothers Automotive scoreboard, courtesy of PrepsKC.com. Well, Care Now Urgent Care has 8 locations in the Kansas City area. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. That means you can get care when and where you need it, because life's surprises don't always happen during regular business hours. Go online at carenow.com. Well, we still got, they zeroed the clock, and the officials will gather at midfield, or are they? I think they've just said, hey, you guys know what you're doing. We don't have to meet to tell you that Blue Springs South is going to kick it away, Coach. And Lee Summit will receive to start the second half. So we give you the updated scores. Have you gone through the numbers, courtesy of our third quarter sponsor, Mr. Kevin Hangtime Hornick?
Well, we've got Blue Springs South has 8 first downs compared to Lee Summit's 3. Third down conversions, the Jaguars slowed down a little bit, but not much. They're 5 for 6, which is an incredible statistic. But and this tells a tale that Lee Summit is 0 for 8. About the same on running attempts, 16 for the Jags and 19 for Lee Summit. 83 yards for the Jags versus 75 for Lee Summit. So 5.1 per carry versus 3.9. And we'll get back to the rest of them later. The game's going to start. I don't want to interrupt it.
Brewer and Andrews back deep to return for Lee Summit. And Rockwell's going to kick this one away. And he's going to hit this one back into the end zone, so Brewer doesn't have a chance to bring it out. And it'll come to the 20. First down and 10, Lee Summit.
You know, the one kick that he didn't put in the end zone, I think he was just tired. We'd scored so many touchdowns, he was having to kick off so much.
Well, he mishit one, and it was a line drive that Andrews returned, and then he took Brewer back to the goal line, and Brewer shot out of there like a rocket to the 40, only to have it brought back by a penalty, and now they get it at the 20-yard line, first and 10.
We'll see if the Jags can maintain their defensive control here. We've got the phantom running back in the Lee Summit backfield.
He is no longer a phantom. Edgar Hundley is a freshman, and he's going to get tackled real quick. He gets the handoff, and he runs into Skylar Myers, who dropped him like a bad habit. And it's a loss of a couple of yards, second and 12. I think that's called making an adjustment at halftime, isn't it, Coach?
It is. Tell you what, Edgar doesn't look like a freshman, though.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't run like a freshman either. That's not, I don't think that's Edgar. Is that 48 or 4?
That's 4.
That's 4, then that is Nathaniel Jones is who they decided that was. And they're going to try to get the ball out of the wing, and it's going to be Andrews who runs the football, but he'll lose a couple of more yards back inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. And so they lose. They lose 4 more, so they've lost 6 on 2 plays. Actually 7. And it'll be 3rd and 17, and Whitworth, the quarterback, is going to roll to his left. He is going to unload the football, and it's incomplete, and they weren't going to get much. They were trying to find Andrews, and he gets knocked to the ground and is slow getting up at the line of scrimmage. So, and in the exchange, Coach, the exchange, they lost a couple more yards on where they spotted the ball.
I'm not sure how that works with an incomplete pass. Maybe his knee was down before it got the ball away.
Bobble's going to be back at the 50. And Sanders is going to hit this one off the side of his foot, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 25. And let's see if they walk it back upfield. No, they're going to walk it. Now they are. Put him out of bounds at the 25.
So the Jags have fantastic field position right at the opponent's 25-yard line.
A minus 5-yard punt. Our third quarter presented by Farmers Insurance agent Kevin Hornick. Be sure to call Kevin at 874-4646 to ensure that you get all the discounts you deserve. Farmers Insurance gets you back where you belong. And our second half kickoff presented by Scott Shippey in the Cutting Edge for the best in landscaping, tree care, and custom hanging of your Christmas lights. Call Scott Shippey at the Cutting Edge, 220-3714. online at cuttingedge.com, and they're going to try to get the ball outside, and not going to do it. DJ Frost was running.
Jet sweep and the defensive backs for Lee Summit did a great job. Loss of about 6 on that play. It was just well defensed. It really wasn't anything that the Jags didn't do well. They just corner came up and made a great play on that.
Something we talked about with Coach Euler earlier today. And it'll be 2nd down and 16. We're 90 seconds into the third quarter. Parker is being blitzed. He dumps it off, gets knocked down, but he completes the pass. And they're going to get back some yardage. A flag is thrown. There's a couple of them thrown. And Dakota Kenning is going to get the catch and pick up the yardage to the 21-yard line.
Nice execution on the screen. It looked like Parker was going to get hit, but he got the ball away just in time.
Then he took a shot afterwards.
Yeah. And Kenning did a great job finding his blockers.
They're talking with Lee Summit, which leads you to believe that the Jags are going to get hit with some sort of penalty.
First penalty of the night for the Jaguars, holding.
So they're going to walk this off, and what do they got? They got holding or illegal block. They're going to decline the penalty and accept the hold. So there were 2 of them, 2 big ones.
2 penalties against the Jaguars.
Since the penalty goes from the point of the penalty, the second one was further back, so that'll move them further back.
Holding penalty to be accepted. 2nd down.
2nd down and a mile. Put the ball down on the 38-yard line, and the need to get to the 15.
2nd down and 23.
Need 23, low snap, bobbled by Parker. He's going to step up, throw over the middle, wide open. Got a man in step inside the 10 and is tripped up and then eventually falls down. Pass is complete to Koenig. So he gets the first down, and they get 30 yards on the play and get the 23 they needed for the first plus some.
Zone coverage that time, and Dakota did a great job. He got right between the 2 defenders, and Parker threw a perfect pass right to him. And great execution.
And he had all day, too.
Yes, he did.
Jags in the red zone, presented by ECS Capital and Investments Advisor Eric Sporing. And they're going to try to get it to Austin Terry, and Terry's going to break tackles. He's all the way back at the 25, still going back to the 28, and gets tackled as he gets back to the 25. A flag is thrown on the play. And in addition to Eric Sporing, Mike Dorband of Key Capital bringing you action in the red zone. Now let's see what the penalty is. They had the ball on the 8, and he was all the way back to the 28.
He kept thinking he could outrun the Lee Summit defenders, so he kept running the wrong way.
And the penalty to boot is on the Jags.
We may have to leave this particular series off of our highlight tape.
You think?
Except for the one long pass.
But one gets the impression that they can do that just about any time they want to. That's looked that way so far in the game.
Well, I'll tell you what, with the way Swanigan's catching the ball and Koenig is finding the open spots in the zone, it looks like you're right.
Now it's anything but easy. An illegal block brings the ball back to the 36.
First and goal from the 36.
All right. Now your challenge to the offense, go get me a touchdown. Yeah. Low snap, Parker to throw, the blitz. He steps up, now he's going to run and get caught at the 40 and dragged down. He gets hauled down from behind on the play by Alec Roberts. They've got some young guys out there, Coach.
Well, that's a corner blitz, and nobody was there to pick him up, so he chased Parker all the way around to the left side and tackle him. Is a nice job.
So now it is 2nd and 40.
Lost of 4 yards.
Are they saying that was Garozzo? Either way, still a young guy. And from here, if you can pick out the 8 from the 9, I'll treat. Parker's going to operate out of the gun. He's standing 5 yards behind the center at the 45. Koenig is the running back. He'll get the handoff, big hole up the middle, and he's going to get inside the 35 down to the 30-yard line.
Kind of a draw, and Koenig does a great job of finding the hole.
It is Garozzo who's out there as opposed to the other guy. That's Alec Roberts that we identified earlier.
3rd down and 30.
Play clock running at 18 seconds. And Terry is going to go in and with 10, 9. Game clock is running, 7:45 to go. They'll get this one off. Parker's going to throw on 3rd down and long. He's going to step up. Got a man out there. That's Swanigan, but he overthrows him. And it is intercepted in the end zone.
He just put that ball up, and it was kind of a flag corner route, and kind of put that ball up, hoping Swanigan could jump and get it, and he just kind of overthrew it. So really, it's like a 10-yard punt. They're going to get the ball at the 20, as opposed to starting at their own 30. So would have been a little
position
smarter.
is a wash.
Yeah. Should have probably knocked that ball down and should have intercepted it.
Yeah, you're talking on the defensive side of things now.
Yeah. They've lost 10 yards on the interception.
35-7. That was our halftime score. That's where we stand now. And they've got the freshman back in there, Edgar Hundley. And Whitworth is going to give it to him, and he finds the going a little tougher now. Get out to the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. He's going to get 3, 2nd and 7.
You know what? They're not going to bring him down with just one guy. He's really strong.
He and Whitworth talk it over. And Whitworth is going to drop back to throw, fire it long, and the pass over everybody's head. They were looking on the play for Mitchell Tinsley.
And really, Jordan Steele, the safety, was closer to it than the receiver for Lee Summit.
6:54 remaining here in the third. We'll have the Jags 3 straight weeks on our game of the week. Next week, they travel across town to take on Blue Springs. And the play, kind of a busted play, not a whole lot there.
It was going to be a screen pass, but it was very well defensed by the linebackers for Blue Springs South. Looks like maybe number 11, Drew Martin, was in on that play. They end up losing a couple of yards, so it's 4th and 10.
All of that, and you're right back where you started.
4th down and 10. In punt formation, the Tigers number 22, Evan Sanders, back deep for the Jags.
Sanders is going to punt it. Bobble inside his own 45. Sanders hits this one from the 15. It's a wobbler, and it will take a Tiger roll and go out of bounds in Jags territory at the 47-yard line. So a 33-yard punt with 5:59 to play here in the third quarter. It is 35-7. Blue Springs South has the advantage. Well, they're playing baseball at Kauffman Stadium this evening. Royals starting their last 3 games of the year, facing Zach Greinke and the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Royals lead 2-1, bottom of the 5th inning.
Good for them.
Behind Ian Kennedy. Parker's going to get the snap and then hand it off to Dakota Koenig, and He's going to find the going tough as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Progress should give him half a yard or so, so by and large we'll call it a wash, 2nd down and 10.
Not much of a hold that time by the offensive line. They've done a great job the first half and then have really not got on track in this half yet.
Really right now, though, Coach, their challenge is to keep the clock moving.
Right.
When you're up by 4 scores, and 7 years ago, you want to keep it going. Frost in motion. Koenig gets the handoff, springs to the outside, and is caught in the open field. He's tripped up at the 49-yard line. Good open field tackle by Caleb Herbal.
There's a penalty flag on the field.
Another penalty flag. That's one thing you don't like with a 35-7 lead. And this one is again going to be against the Jags.
Looks like in the area of an illegal block.
Well, CarStar Blue Springs is the preferred auto body repair facility of Vision Sports and a proud supporter of both the Cats and Jags. Located on eastbound 40 highway just west of Woods Chapel Road, CarStar Blue Springs. Call them at 220-1100.
Penalty is declined.
This penalty count could be a lot worse, but Lee Summit has declined, 3, maybe 4 penalties so far tonight?
Yeah, I think they want to try to get the ball back here. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7, 5:10 remaining in the quarter. They'll wind the clock. And Parker out of the gun is going to throw. The blitz is on. He'll flip the screen pass out there. And it is caught for 1st down yardage. Koenig down the near side. And he steps out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Had a couple of linebackers had the angle on Koenig. He shows a little bit of a speed there that we haven't seen yet tonight. So great run down the sideline. It's going to be 1st down at about the 35-yard line of the Tigers. Maybe they should have taken that penalty.
I think you're right. Usually don't, when you get 3 yardage either way, you don't normally turn it down.
No, you don't.
They're going to swap players around, and Swanigan eventually ends up in tight. As the blocking tight end, Koenig with a nice big hole inside the 30 and is hauled down at the 27-yard line.
Something happened to the offensive line this series. They've snapped out of it and done a really nice job the last 2 plays.
Are you thinking perhaps that the offensive line coaches got together and held a little meeting?
Maybe gave him a signal or two, but on the screen pass, nice blocking, and then the last play on that run, they got 9 yards. So nice job by the offensive line.
They've got trips out wide to the right, Shelton, Frost, and Swanigan. And Parker to Koenig. Koenig has the 1st down and more, breaks to the near side. A flag is going to be thrown into the middle of the play, and they're down at the 15-yard line. And for the moment, they're inside the red zone. Brought to you by Eric Sporing and Mike Dorban.
I think I saw maybe a block below the waist. We'll see how they signal it. Holding
the penalty against Blue Springs South.
Well, the good thing is it's from the spot of the hold, and I don't think we're going to lose tons of yards. It's going to be 2nd down and about 9 again.
Going to lose a 1st down, though.
Yeah.
But, like you say.
Almost replay the down.
Holding on the offense. Repeat, 3rd down, 2nd down, 1st down. Hike.
As usual, we're right on top of things up here.
No, we're just waiting because they really haven't given us much to go on here at this point. Put the ball down on the 27-yard line,
After the 10-yard penalty,
and it's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
So 2nd and 2.
Same set with Shelton, Frost, and Swanigan wide right. This time Parker's going to throw. Look for the solo man running it out at the 20-yard line. The pass is caught just shy of there.
That's Ryan Dykus that catches the ball. And really, once again, the wide receiver coach for the Jags has done a great job because the ball was going to be put into danger, but the receiver comes back and does a great job attacking that ball and getting the 1st down. That's a nice job.
So it'll be a 1st down at the 22-yard line, 21-yard line.
It's nice to have that trust for Parker that he can put the ball out there and know the receivers are going to go get it.
Hand off to Koenig, coming to the near side after slipping, and he's to the 10, the 5, and is down close to the goal line.
Looks like he got out of bounds about the 2. It was a play in the middle, and he just did a great job of reading where the defense wasn't and ran to the open area.
He ran to the open area, Coach, but he slipped, and it looked like he was in trouble and ends up getting it first down and goal inside the red zone. And they look to the near side. The play clock at 15, 3.5 minutes to play in the third, 35-7. And the man goes in motion. That's Koenig, and flag is thrown or a whistle blown, and Lee Summit,
they're going to call timeout.
Going to grab a timeout, and so will we with 3:29 to play in the third. Jags lead at 35-7. Back after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Call your financial representative, Stephen Perch, at 816-795-6232.
Incorporated or independent entities. .29 remaining here in the third quarter. 35-7. Jags on top of Lee Summit. Parker, good snap. Koenig gets the handoff, and he is down close to the goal line.
Base play right up the middle. Let's see where they spot the ball. It's going to be very close, though.
I think Caleb Kaler made the stop. They're going to say just a gain of a yard. Second down and goal at that point. Koenig gets it again and waltzes into the end zone from 1 yard out. And the Jags have a 41-7 lead. .257 left to play here in the third. And Nathan Rockwell in to attempt the extra point, which would be his 6th of the game if he's able to knock it down. And he does. The extra point is good. 42-7. Blue Springs South with the lead. Back with a kickoff after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Hello, I'm Dr. Dahlquist at Dahlquist Dental. We've been providing family dentistry in the Blue Springs area for the last 34 years.
We go out of our way to attend your dental needs. That's why here at Dahlquist Dental, we offer IV sedation for those that need just a little bit more relaxation.
We take most dental insurances, and for those who need a payment plan, we offer care credit.
No matter the age, anyone in your family that needs dental assistance, come see us. Locally owned and operated here in Blue Springs. Dahlquist Dental.
Give us a call or visit us at our website, dahlquistdental.com.
We'll see you soon.
Jags go 8 plays, 53 yards, get a 1-yard run. And I know you didn't figure how many of those yards they had to gain twice because of the back and forth. But they were able to cap off a tough series with a touchdown. And Rockwell back deep, or will kick it away back deep. Brewer's already standing 2 yards deep in the end zone. And Rockwell hits it high and deep and over his head into the near corner of the end zone. And out of bounds to the 20-yard line she shall come. Our third quarter presented by your Farmers Insurance agent, Kevin Hornick. Give him a call at 874-4646. to ensure that you're getting all of the discounts you deserve. Farmers Insurance gets you back where you belong. That's your kind of tune, isn't it, buddy?
It is. I've got that CD.
Do you? Do they put that on a CD nowadays? Do they even make CDs?
That's
anymore?
how old I am, yeah.
No. You're going to talk about how old you are. We're talking 8 tracks.
Yeah.
Hey, what's an 8 track? And Whitworth is going to keep the football, and he's going to get outside the 35 to beyond the 40.
There's the read option, and he does a good job pulling the ball out and making nice yards, about a 20-yard gain, 23-yard gain.
Well, they put him down in the 21, so he gains 21. I'm just telling you what. I'm not telling you what I saw. I'm telling you what they did. First down and 10. You're right, Coach. Good run on the option. And the handoff, Jones. Jones goes off tackle, gets by, and into Jag territory, and a couple of quick runs, and they've gone from their own 20 all the way to the Blue Springs South 43-yard line.
We might mention they're giving an opportunity to a lot of younger Jags to get to play in this series.
Down to a minute 55 at 42-7. We should be looking at the running clock at this point. I got to be honest with you, Coach. I did not expect this.
No, I didn't either, but it's good to see. Jaguars have really, really improved.
And Whitworth will give it to Jones. Jones is going to break outside. He's got the first down as he gets down close to the 30-yard line with a tackle made by Tyler Coleman, a senior defensive back.
Gain good for a first down.
They've gone 50 yards in what, about 3-4 plays?
Yeah.
First down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
And it's all been on the ground. First down and 10. At that point, Whitworth is going to keep it. He looked like he wanted to get rid of it, and I can see why. He got tackled after a gain of a yard to the 29 by about 5 green jerseys.
That's just a quarterback sneak, and the linebackers did a great job flowing to the ball. And the good thing is they're keeping him in bounds, although with a running clock it wouldn't matter. But
I think, Coach, he had to sneak the ball because there was nobody to give it to. He picks up a yard. It's like, yikes, I got to keep it. He's going to hand it off to Jones, who breaks through the hole into the clear. He's inside the 10 and gets tackled at about the 8-yard line.
Doing a much better job opening holes up the middle. Like I said, we've got a few substitutions on the defensive line. These kids are excited about getting the opportunity to play in a varsity game, though.
And the clock running with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll do it in the fourth quarter. Flag is thrown, but I think it's to signify that the quarter comes to a close. The guys on the side, the officials, threw the flag thinking that it was the play clock and delay of game, but at the end of 3, it's Blue Springs South 42. Lee Summit 7. Back with the fourth quarter after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Call your financial representative, Stephen Perch, at 816-795-6232.
Run down the scores on our Christian Brothers Automotive scoreboard. Got a good one going in Savannah. 28-26, Chillicothe leads Savannah. That's part of a three-way dance in the fourth quarter as Whitworth fakes to the running back and gets down close to the goal line. He bounced at the one and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Read option, and he pulled the ball out and did a nice job running down inside the 5. It looks like he's
in the end zone.
Yeah, he made it. I didn't see a signal.
Yeah, the guy on the far side did. I thought he bounced at the 1, which would have meant he was down, but Marchek is in to attempt the extra point with 11:54 to go. We have had a stoppage of the game clock at the 11:53 mark of the first quarter, the 11:52 mark of the second quarter, and at the 11:54 mark of the third quarter. And this time it's the touchdown run for Lee Summit to make it 42-14. So they cap off the drive with an 8-yard run. So it's 42-14. And that 8-yard run caps off a 6-play, 80-yard drive. We'll keep things here and run down the scoreboard for you. Grand View, that hasn't changed since halftime. Columbia Hickman at the half with a 61-0 lead over KC Central. After falling behind early, Lee Summit West is taking command at Fort Osage, 29-9, with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Liberty with a 20-9 lead over Park Hill South midway through the third quarter. And in the third quarter, Coach, with 4:02 to go, a squib kick onside is going to hit one of the up men on the line drive in the air, and then it bounces off of him and is recovered at the 46-yard line of Blue Springs. You won't believe this score. Smithville 35, Maryville 6. And that's with 4 minutes to go in the third.
Wow.
They're in the fourth quarter with 10 minutes to go. Excelsior Springs 48-17 over Oak Grove. And Park Hill getting well. They lead by 20 at Ray-Pec in the third. 7:20 to go, 32-12. Here it's 42-14. And the direct snap is taken by the running back. Was that Koenig? Or is it Terry? It's Terry. And he gets the direct snap and gets out to the 47-yard line, so he'll pick up a couple. A little bit of razzle-dazzle in the backfield, had plenty of motion with the running backs.
Well, we'll see how they approach this quarter. They've got a good lead. We'll see if they get conservative or try to keep the offense improving.
Double wing, Swanigan goes in motion, and Terry gets the handoff, kind of picks and chooses his way out over the 50 into Lee Summit territory to the 49.
Looked like a scrum. The pile was just moving forward, so it's a nice game. 3rd and 5.
So he picks up 3 or 4 yards there. They're in the third quarter. 24-0 Platte County leading Raytown South, and Harrisonville 34-7 lead at home against Pleasant Hill midway through the third. Twins to the near side. Parker looks like he's going to throw. Nope, he's going to run the option. And he's going to keep it, and he's going to eat it back at the 50-yard line, so he'll lose a yard.
Brody Parker keeps the ball.
With 90 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. And it'll bring up fourth down. And we'll see the punting team for the very first time in the game tonight. And going back in to punt the ball away is Skylar Myers. He's a junior linebacker who's only kicked the ball twice this year. And we saw Whitting on the sidelines in street clothes before the ball game. So Trenton Whitting, who's normally their punter, averaging 40 yards a kick. Myers averaging 40.5 yards a punt. And he hits one high in the air. It'll bounce the 15. It'll take a Lee Summit roll and get down outside the 20 at the 23-yard line.
Still an outstanding punt.
You are correct. And it will go 27 yards, but reality has it with a lot of hang time on it. It bounced at the 15 and then came back, or actually bounced closer to the 10 and then bounced back about 10, 12 yards. Our fourth quarter brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel. Locally owned and family operated. They remind you, do not text and drive. Whitting is going to hand the ball off to the freshman, and Hundley's going to find the going tough. Tried to bounce outside and gets tackled for no gain.
Well, evidently he's not real familiar with the playbook, so they're running very base plays and just handing the ball. But the kid has great strength and doesn't go down very easily.
They're at halftime down at Rockhurst. You know, they started 7:30. 28-14, they lead Pomona out of Arvada, Colorado. Raytown's leading Kearney by 3 in the third quarter, 27-24. And again, they're going to hand the ball off, and the freshman Hundley goes straight ahead out over the 25 to about the 28. He's still going to be shy of first down yardage. They need to get to the 33, almost the 34-yard line.
Gain of 6 yards, 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4 after a gain of 6. 8.5 minutes to play. And sprinting out the other way now, keeping the football and running, carrying it dangerously is the quarterback, Preston Whitworth. And he gets tackled as he gets to the 25.
7, Preston Whitworth keeps the ball. Tackled by number 85.
Yeah.
Landis.
Landis there on the tackle, and Vavel is going to go into punt formation.
In punt formation for the Tigers, number 22, Evan Sanders.
And clock continuing to run, Coacher.
Number 10, Trey Vavel.
Sanders is going to punt it away from about the 15-yard line. He's standing between the 10 and the 11. Low snap. He'll scoop it up like a shortstop and gets a booming punt away. And they're going to blow the play dead. And they're going to call everybody back. He hit the ball. When he fielded it, he hit it with his knee. So the Jags are going to get the football inside the red zone. I'm glad you're watching the game. I got to be honest with you. I didn't see him go down with the knee to scoop it up.
He's come close a couple of times. The snap has been sporadic, and that's kind of a tough play.
We continue our look at the scores. Terry gets the handoff, and he'll have trouble getting back to the line of scrimmage. They called off the jam at halftime, I think. Staley with a 50-0 lead over Oak Park. That was a running clock situation. And that's the look at the scores as we have them now, courtesy of PrepsKC.com. It's second down and 10 from about the 11-yard line. So they can get a first down. Is right up the middle. They're going to get a touchdown. Terry takes it in from 11 yards out. Just a straight play right up the middle.
Well, the offensive line's done a great job all night, and there was no exception on that play. So
6:54 remaining in the game, so 5 minutes after Lee Summit made it 42-14. Terry gets it back, and Rockwell in to attempt the extra point. Terry with his third touchdown run of the game. And the extra point is up and good, and with 6:54 to play, it's 49-14. Blue Springs South leads Lee Summit. Back with the Jags kickoff after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
When I think of the public schooling system, I think of a diverse, safe, inclusive, hardworking environment for all students. Public schools focus on students' abilities, passions, dreams, and social improvement. Here, we are taught and prepared how to socially adapt into our diverse world. Our teachers motivate us to become stronger students and people that are kind, respectful, open-minded, and overall good citizens. Today, we need public schooling more than ever. Having a place where we can bring together any number of students, no matter their background, race, religion, gender, sexuality, or lifestyle, is such an important aspect for a strong society. Every child deserves a chance at a public education, and that chance is here.
Series of the year for the Royals, and Brewer's going to leap to keep it out of the end zone. Returns from the goal line to the far side of the 20, 25, 30, down the far sideline, 40, 50, and he's tackled. And the pile up carries into Blue Springs South territory to the 47-yard line.
Turn. Got a good blocking on that side. Once he got to the sideline, it was tough. It looked like he was going to maybe go, but Jaguars held him off.
CarStar Blue Springs is the preferred auto body repair facility of Vision Sports. Be sure to give them a call at 220-1100. CarStar Blue Springs, relax. We'll take it from here. 6:10 remaining in the game. They set the ball for play. The clock is wound and it is moving. And Lee Summit has the ball in pretty good field position as the handoff is given. And they will gain about 3 yards down to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, I was watching. There was a safety that forgot to get onto the field, so he was literally running onto the field and joined in on that play.
Didn't have far to go to get the tackle.
No.
Jones with the carry, or at least the guy that they have identified as Emmanuel Jones. They're going to have 4 receivers, 2 to each side, 2 wideouts, and 2 in the slot. Brewer is split wide right, and they're going to give the ball to Jones, and again, he'll smash up the middle for about 3, and a penalty flag is going to be thrown on the tail end of the play.
Penalty flag on the field.
Looks like kind of a late block there by one of the offensive linemen for Lee Summit. They're walking backwards.
Well, Vision Sports is committed to buying the Blue Springs campaign. Buy Blue Springs. We do business with our sponsors and encourage you to consider them when you're in the need of their products or services. It's very important to buy local, so remember, buy Blue Springs. The indication against Lee Summit, a personal foul. And now they'll mark it off. There's 5. There's 10. And they'll put it down back on the Tiger 42-yard line. In the district coach, Lee Summit sits at number 6. And they're about a point and a half ahead of Ray Peck. Ray Peck is going to lose tonight, or at least they're losing in the second half to a very good Park Hill team. So that should maintain status quo there.
Absolutely.
Whitworth is going to fumble the football, and it's recovered by the Jags. And I never did see who fell on the ball coming out of there after
that was
recovering. Was Miles Opdahl.
That was a read option, and the ball just stuck in the running back's stomach a little bit, and quarterback couldn't pull it out. So nice job by the Jags falling on that.
So they'll have the football at the Lee Summit 39-yard line. And the handoff is given, and we're starting to see some new offensive players in there now, climbing out of there after the carry for the Jags. Nashawn Rick, and in at the quarterback spot now is Adam Connors, who's the junior quarterback. And the clock running with 3:40 remaining in this game, 49-14. Low snap. Rick will get the call and take it inside the 25 or the 35 down to the 32.
Looks like we're going to see base plays the rest of the night. Let this thing kind of wind down.
Let's see if we can't find a score on Francis Howell Central and Fort Zumwalt West, because that would leave Francis Howell Central and Blue Springs South at 3-4. Rick, big hole. Rick inside the 25. Flag thrown high in the air. It comes to the ground at the 35. And usually means it's a hold in there.
Holding the penalty against Blue Springs South.
So a hold is going to wipe that gain off the board. And that's going to take the ball all the way back to the 44-yard line. Next week, it's the Cats and Jags from Blue Springs High School. 7 o'clock for the kickoff. Football Friday night with Dion Clisso and Coach Wams. At 4 from 4 to 6. Sonic game night from 6 to 6:30. And the handoff, not much there. Coming out there after carrying the football, Noah Bradley. And he'll lose some yardage. 4th down and 15 with 2.5 minutes to go. Next week, our St. Mary's Medical Center pregame show at 6:30 before the kickoff at 7. And going for it, Connors will hand the ball off, and not a lot there. They had a blitzing defensive back.
Victor Hotstetler on the blitz.
Bradley with no gain. In fact, he ends up losing yardage back to the 50. And we're down to 1:45. The clock wound and moving. So good night to be a Jaguar. They lead at 49-14 here in the closing moments of this one. .90 seconds to go. And Whitworth has gone the distance at the quarterback position. And he's going to hand it off to the freshman who lowers his head. And Hundley still going. And Hundley is going to break away and take it 51 yards to the barn for the score with a minute left to play.
Leaving a couple of Jaguars in his path. He just ran over a couple of guys. This kid's pretty strong.
So it is 49-20. And the Tigers are going to get a crack at the extra point. Jacob Marchek in to try to tack on his third of the game. Snap is a tough one to handle, but they get it down on the tee, and he puts it up and in. And it's 49-21.
Score Blue Springs South 49, Lee Summit 21.
And they will stop the clock with 38 seconds to go. And those guys following orders from the sidelines. Since we're not sure how much time we're going to get left, Coach, let's go ahead and keep things here.
Yep.
Remind you that at St. Mary's Medical Center, your health is our calling, and we vow to treat you with respect. Be a shoulder to lean on and do whatever it takes. Visit stmaryskc.com. So it's a 3-4 Blue Springs South team that will travel to Blue Springs next week. And the Cats play their game against Lee Summit North, the battle of 4-2 teams, tomorrow at Lee Summit North with a kickoff set for 2 p.m. And they've got the good hands people up front. Shelton's up there along with Swanigan, expecting the onside kick. They do, and it goes out of bounds. So the penalty flag gets thrown.
I wouldn't look for a pass here.
You don't think?
Of course, you never know.
See, that's one thing I like about baseball. If you get a situation like this and the ball doesn't go out of bounds, and the plate umpire can call that pitch that's a foot and a half outside a strike and get this thing done.
Yeah.
But when the ball goes out of bounds, the referee or the official has no choice.
Yeah.
He has to throw a flag. So the bottom line, as my grandpa used to say, keep it between the white lines, son.
I think I just saw a receiver tell the official that the quarterback's going to take a knee, so we'll see if that's.
He does.
And he does.
And that'll do it. Clock is running.
Yeah, they're going to have to line up one more time, it looks like.
No, they haven't started the play clock yet. And if they start it now, it's over.
Oh, okay.
We're down to 19 seconds. Play clock isn't going because the game clock is down to 15, and that's going to do it. So it turns out to be a big night for Blue Springs South. It's the Jags winning their third straight. It's Blue Springs South 49, Lee Summit 21, and we'll be back to start our post-game activities, our Prime Lending post-game show coming up after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Hey Jags, Matt Mitchell down at Culver's. We're about to celebrate our 10th birthday here in Blue Springs, selling these delicious burgers and frozen custard. We've got so many delicious sides for you to choose from, whether it's our crinkle cut french fries, mashed potatoes and gravy, or maybe our world famous Wisconsin cheese curds. Try our signature Culver's Bacon Deluxe Butter Burger, made with fresh, never frozen ground beef, all cooked to order. We just wanted to say thank you to everyone for helping support our locally owned restaurant.
Hello, I'm Dr. Dahlquist at Dahlquist Dental. We've been providing family dentistry in the Blue Springs area for the last 34 years.
We go out of our way to attend your dental needs. That's why here at Dahlquist Dental, we offer IV sedation for those that need just a little bit more relaxation.
We take most dental insurances, and for those who need a payment plan, we offer care credit.
No matter the age, anyone in your family that needs dental assistance, come see us. Locally owned and operated here in Blue Springs. Dahlquist Dental.
Give us a call or visit us at our website, dahlquistdental.com.
We'll see you soon.
All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Call your financial representative, Stephen Perch, at 816-795-6232.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field for your very own Jaguar Pride Marching Band. The Jaguar Pride is in the middle of its competitive marching season. The band was named grand champion of the Pavilion La Vista South Marching Titan Invitational last weekend. The band earned top honors for Best Percussion, Best Guard, Best Music, Best Visual, and Best General Effect. The band will compete next week at the Missouri Western State University Tournament of Champions. Later in the season, they will compete at the University of Missouri Champion of Champions and the Bands of America Indianapolis Super Regional. The Jaguar Pride will also be hosting the 4th Annual Kansas City Championships on October 7th. The show will feature many of the best bands in the Midwest. The 2017 Jaguar Pride Marching Show is titled Rhapsody in Red, White, and Blue. The show features Rhapsody in Blue, Red Tape Tango, White Rabbit, and Blue Some Shades. The music is arranged by James Booth and orchestrated by Matt Carloff and Cliff Walker. The visual program is designed by Mike Anderson and Becca Soler. The band is under the direction of Kim Hansen and Jamie Hafner. Additional staff includes Casey Van Bibber, Doug Padgett, Jamie Wilson, Belinda Johnson, Liz Cuny, Amanda White, Taylor Hall, Loriana Biscari, Andrew Brogan, Don Sill, Bailey Grubin, Joey Carter, Angela Van Bibber, and Cliff Walker. Drum majors Nicole Tattershaw, Michaela Ross, and Emily Johnson. Is your band ready? Jaguar Pride, the field is yours for post-game entertainment. gentlemen, the Blue Springs South Jaguar Pride. The Jaguar Pride is a two-time participant in the Pasadena Tournament of Roses Parade and Band Fest, has performed in the Citrus Bowl Parade, performed on the USS Missouri at Pearl Harbor, and performed in the Walt Disney World Parade and the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade. The Jaguar Pride Wind Symphony was also the first band outside the state of Texas to win the Grand Championship at the Dallas Wind Band Festival. This spring, the Jaguar Pride will travel to Washington, D.C. to participate in the National Cherry Blossom Parade. The Jaguar Pride would like to thank the Board of Education, Superintendent Jim Finley, Principal Dr. Belt, and all the administration for their support of the band and all the fine arts in the Blue Springs School District. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Springs South Jaguar Pride Marching Band.